Hello students and welcome to my today's session of Geometry Chapter 1 Similarity in continuation with the previous tutorial of geometry which was completed till practice set 1.3. The concept which we are going to study today is theorem of areas of similar triangles. Theorem of areas of similar triangles with reference to textbook page number 23. Let's first see the statement of the theorem. When two triangles are similar, then the ratio of areas of those triangles is equal to the ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. Repeating, when two triangles are similar, then the ratio of areas of those triangles is equal to the ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. This theorem is one of the most important theorems usually asked in your board exams for its proof. Before understanding the proof of the theorem, let us first try to understand what the theorem says, what is the concept behind the theorem via diagram. Here you all can see two triangles, namely triangle ABC and triangle PQR. As the name itself signifies, it is theorem of areas of similar triangles, emphasizing the word similar. The theorem can be applied only if the two triangles are similar. I hope you will understand the difference between this theorem and the property 1 which was studied in your practice set 1.1. It was just a property of ratios of areas of any two triangles. On the contrary, this theorem is exclusively based for similar triangles only. So, it is only meant for similar triangles. Let us try to understand. Here, it will be given in the question or it will be given in the statement of the theorem that the two triangles are similar. So, we are having triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. So, if triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, then by the statement of the theorem, the ratio of the ratios of areas of those triangles will be equal to the ratios of the squares of their corresponding sides. So let us take the ratios of the areas of two triangles. Then by the above theorem, what do you get? We get that area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR, that means the ratios of the areas of two triangles, is equal to the ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. For example, if we are selecting the first pair of side as AB upon PQ, then we are going to take the ratios of the squares of these sides. That means AB square upon PQ square. Ratios and the squares. Similarly, the second pair, that means AB square upon PQ square will be equal to the second pair, that is BC square upon QR square, and which will be further equal to AC square upon PR square. So you can take any one of these sides from the three sides as per the requirement of the question. Fine. So if the triangles are similar, then the ratio of their areas is equal to the ratios of the squares of their corresponding sides. This is called as the theorem of areas of similar triangles. Proceeding further towards the proof of the theorem, let us try to understand the proof of the theorem. Now, let us study the proof. Of course, we will be having given to proof, and here in this proof of this theorem will be needing some construction as well. So let us start. You will be having two triangles ABC and triangle XYZ given, and of course these triangles will be similar since we are studying the theorem of ratios of areas of two similar triangles. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle XYZ. This will be given to you. Then we are supposed to prove that the ratios of the areas, I mean area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle XYZ will be equal to AB square upon XYZ, further equal to BC square upon YZ square, which will be also equal to AC square upon XZ square. To prove the theorem, we'll be needing a small construction. Draw segment AD perpendicular to side BC such that B dash D dash C. Let us try to understand. We are going to draw some perpendicular, that is segment AD, which will be perpendicular to side BC. so that we can have the betweenness condition as B dash D dash C. That means point D will be between the points B and C. Similarly, segment XT we are going to draw perpendicular to side YZ. XT we are going to draw perpendicular to side YZ such that we will be having the betweenness Y dash T dash Z. That means point T is between the points Y and Z. So we are going to draw two perpendiculars. One is AD on side BC and the other one is XT on side YZ. Proceeding towards the proof of the theorem. By the property, this is the first property which we have studied before starting your practice at 1.1. That was at the outset when we started with the chapter. By the property of ratios of areas of two triangles, what do we get? We have the formula A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. Now this property is with reference to any two triangles. Here we did not want the two triangles to be similar. This property can be applied to any two triangles. So according to the formula, that is A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. What do we get? Applying in our triangles over here, we get that area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle XYZ is equal to, the base here is BC, B1, the height here is AD, H1. The base here is YZ, B2, and the height here is XT, that is H2. So putting the values BC into AD, B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2, that is YZ into XT. So here we'll be having, so area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle XYZ will be equal to BC into AD upon YZ into XT. That is, we are going to start the proof of the theorem by using the first property which we have already studied. So let's segregate the denominators. So we'll be having area of the first triangle upon area of the second triangle will be equal to, let us separate out the numerators and the denominators. We'll be having BC upon YZ segregated into AD upon XT. Let us take this as equation 1. Next, we are already given that the two triangles are similar. Keep this equation 1 aside. After that, let us try to have some few equations more. Now already we are given that triangle ABC is similar to triangle XYZ. So we can have CAST and we can also have CSST, that is corresponding angles of similar triangles and corresponding sides of similar triangles. So by CAST we will be having angle B is congruent to angle Y, equation number 2 by CAST. And equation number 3, by corresponding sides of similar triangles, we get that AB upon XY will be equal to BC upon YZ will be further equal to AC upon XZ, that is by CSST. Let us take that as equation number 3. So at present we have three equations. One which we have got by the properties of ratios of areas of two triangles. Second is by CAST and the third one is by CSST. Now this we have done with reference to the bigger triangles, that is ABC and XYZ. Now let us take two smaller triangles into consideration, that is triangle ABD and triangle XYT. We are going to prove these two triangles similar by the simplest, that is the AA test for similarity. Let us see. Consider triangle ABC and triangle XYT. ABD and XYT. Now from equation 2, students, what we are having, that is angle B is congruent to angle Y, which are nothing but the corresponding angles of the bigger triangles. So if angle B is congruent to angle Y, we can write it in other form as angle ABD is congruent to angle XYT. ABD, angle ABD, that means this angle ABD, this angle is congruent to angle XYZ, that means this angle. This is one angle. And the second angle is, of course you can see the two right angles via construction. Angle ADB is congruent to angle XTY. Repeating again, angle ADB, this angle will be congruent to angle XTY, that is the second right angle of the other triangle. So we are having, this is angle ABD is congruent to XYT, that is from equation 2. Angle ADB is congruent to angle XTY, that is each 90 degree. Therefore, the two triangles, namely triangle ABD, is similar to triangle XYT by the AA test for similarity. So, till now what we have got is angle ABD. Triangle ABD is similar to triangle XYT by the AA test for similarity. So we are having, from the bigger two triangles, we are getting the two smaller triangles, namely triangle ABD is similar to triangle XYT by the AA test of similarity. So now, since the two triangles are similar by the AA test for similarity, we can now write the corresponding sides of these two smaller triangles. Let us check. We'll be having AB upon XY, the first ratio, will be equal to AD upon XT. Repeating again, AB upon XY, AB upon XY will be equal to AD upon XT. That is by CSST. Since we don't want the third pair, the third ratio into consideration, we have skipped that ratio. So you will be needing only these two ratios. AB upon XY will be equal to AD upon XT by CSST, that is corresponding sides of similar triangles, taking this as equation number 4. Again repeating, equation number 1, where we have taken the ratios of areas of two triangles. Equation number 2, which we have already used, that is corresponding angles of similar triangles, and equation number 3 is CSST of the bigger triangle, that is AB upon XY is equal to BC upon YZ is equal to AC upon XZ. And now we have an equation number 4, that is AB upon XY is equal to AD upon XT. Now try to have a glance, try to observe the equations 3rd and 4th carefully, 3rd and 4th. Here we are having the three ratios of the bigger triangles, where we have AB upon XY, and in equation number 4 also we have AB upon XY along with AD upon XT, which are nothing but the ratios of the smaller triangles. Since AB upon XY is here and AB upon XY is there also, so can we say that 1, 2, 3, these three ratios will be further equal to AD upon XT, as we have AB upon XY over here in equation 4. So from equations 3 and 4, what we get? From 3 and 4, let us try to write all the 4 ratios together since they are equal from equations 3rd and 4th. So we'll be having AB upon XY is equal to BC upon YZ. AB upon XY will be equal to BC upon YZ, which is further equal to AC upon XZ, and these three ratios all from equation 3 are further equal to AD upon XT, that is from equation 4. So we are having, at present we are having all these 4 ratios are equal. That means AB upon XY is equal to BC upon YZ is equal to AC upon XZ, and it's all three are further equal to AD upon XT, that is from equations 3 and 4. That means you can see that the three sides of the two triangles are, the ratios of the three sides of the two triangles is equal to the ratios of the altitudes of the two triangles, since AD and XT are nothing but the altitudes of the two triangles. Fine. Keeping this in mind, this is the most important part till here. The three sides, the ratios of the three sides is equal to the ratios of their corresponding altitudes. So we are having from equation 1, which we have derived in the beginning, that means area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle XYZ is equal to BC upon YZ into AD upon XT. That was the very first equation by using this formula. So since we have segregated it, so what we are going to do it over here from equation 1 and equation just now what we have got, that is the three sides is equal to the ratios of the corresponding altitudes. In place of BC upon YZ, we can substitute AD upon, instead of AD upon XT, we can substitute BC upon YZ from equation 1. So we'll be having area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle XYZ is equal to BC upon YZ as it is into, in place of this AD upon XT, we are going to write again BC upon YZ. So this is from equation 1, we are getting areas of the two triangles is equal to BC upon YZ into BC upon YZ again. That is from equation 1, since all the 4 ratios are equal. So area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle XYZ is equal to BC into BC, that is BC square, upon YZ into YZ, that is YZ square. So we can have the final statement here. The ratios of the areas of the two triangles is equal to the ratio of the squares of the corresponding sides, and as we all know that the ratios of the three corresponding sides are equal. So we can have it again in the final form as area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle XYZ is equal to AB. Since all the three ratios are equal, so we can write it in one line as AB square upon XY square is equal to BC square upon YZ square, and it's further equal to AC square upon XZ square. That is from this main equation. Fine. Hence the theorem is proved. So what we have studied, that the ratios, the theorem of areas of two triangles, the theorem of areas of two similar triangles states that when two triangles are similar, then the ratio of areas of those triangles is equal to the ratio of the squares. Always remember the term squares of their corresponding sides. Fine. So this was one of the most important theorems. Now we have a practice set 1.4, which is completely based on your theorem of areas of similar triangles, and this is with reference to textbook page number 25. Let us start with the first problem. The question says that, question number 1, practice set 1.4. The statement says that the question says that the ratio of corresponding sides of similar triangles is 3:5. Then find the ratios of their areas. So we are given that the ratio of the corresponding sides is 3:5. Using this ratio, we want to find the ratio of the areas of those two triangles. And of course, we are given the condition that the triangles are similar. So whenever you see the word similar and the word areas in the question, you can definitely use the theorem of areas of similar triangles. So let us assume something. Let us go towards the solution part. Let A1 and A2 be the areas of two similar triangles, and small s1 and s2 be their corresponding sides. Now it's already given the sides are in the ratio 3:5. So we are having therefore s1 is to s2 is equal to 3:5. That is given in the question. So by the theorem of areas of similar triangles, what do we get? We are having the ratios of areas, that is A1 upon A2 will be equal to S1 square upon S2 square. Let us take a common square for the two, that will be equal to S1 upon S2 the whole bracket square. Let us put the values already given as 3:5. So A1 upon A2 is equal to, in place of S1 upon S2, we are going to write 3 upon 5. That is 3 upon 5 the whole square. The square of 3 is 9, the square of 5 is 25. So the final answer is A1 upon A2 is equal to 9 upon 25. That is A1 is to A2 is equal to 9 is to 25. So that was question number 1 of practice set 1.4. You can pause the video as per your requirement and note down the solution of the problems and what all you need to note. Fine. Proceeding further towards the second question of the practice set 1.4. The question says that, question number 2. If triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR and AB is to PQ is equal to 2:3, then fill in the blank. So this question is in the form of a small activity. Fine. So let us try to solve this activity. We are already given students that the triangles are similar and the ratio of their the value of the ratio of the corresponding sides, that is AB is to PQ, is given as 2:3. So let us complete the activity. Area of triangle ABC, already similar to triangle PQR. Area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to AB square upon dash. Now we can very well apply the theorem of areas of similar triangles since the two triangles are similar. So the ratios of their areas will be proportional to the ratios of the squares of their corresponding sides. So we are having AB square upon, what will be the answer? The answer will be AB square upon PQ square. Let us spell the answer. So we will be having AB square upon PQ square. Now AB is to PQ is already given as 2:3. So we are having AB square upon PQ square is equal to 2 square. AB goes to PQ and AB goes to 2 and PQ goes to 3. So we'll be having 2 square upon 3 square. So let us simplify the answer. What is 2 square? 2 square upon 3 square. So what is 2 square is 4 and what is 3 square is 9. So the final answer is the ratio of the areas of two triangles is equal to 4 upon 9. Fine. This was question number 2. Moving towards question number 3, which is a homework to you. Try to solve it on the same lines since it is already similar to question number 2. So it's a homework to you. I'm just allowing you to just note down the question and the activity. Okay, so you have to fill in the blanks as per the conditions given in the problem. Fine. This is question number 3, a homework to you. Proceeding further, students, towards question number 4. Now, according to question number 4, triangle LMN is similar to triangle PQR. 9 into area of triangle PQR is equal to 16 into area of triangle LMN. If QR is equal to 20, then find MN. Repeating again, the two triangles are similar. 9 into area of one triangle is equal to 16 into area of the other triangle, and the value of QR is given as 20. Then we are supposed to find the value of MN. The value of one side of one triangle is given, and we are supposed to find the value of the other corresponding side of the second triangle. Let us start. Now, triangle LMN is similar to triangle PQR. It's given to you in the problem. 9 into area of triangle PQR is equal to 16 into area of triangle LMN is also given. Let us try to simplify this equation. I'm taking areas on one side and I'm shifting the numbers on the other side. So you are having area of triangle PQR upon area of triangle LMN. Shifting this term down will be equal to 9 will go there. It will be 16 upon 9. I'm taking the reciprocals, which will make the solution more easier. So we'll be shifting. You're taking the reciprocals again. So we are having area of triangle LMN upon area of triangle PQR. This reciprocal over here also. That will go as 9 upon 16. Let us take this as equation 1. Now, since the two triangles are already similar, we can apply. Now, by theorem of areas of similar triangles, area of triangle LMN upon area of triangle PQR will be equal to MN square upon QR square. You can also go with LM square upon PQ square, but since we don't need it as per the values given in the problem, okay, so we are going to have the ratio, that is MN square upon QR square. Fine. Now, already from equation 1, we can see the ratios of areas is equal to 9 upon 16. So, putting the value over here as 9 by 16 from equation 1, 9 upon 16 is equal to MN square. So, students, from equation 1, after putting the value as 9 upon 16, we are having 9 upon 16 is equal to MN square upon QR square. Let us take the square roots on both sides. So, square root of 9 is 3, the square root of 16 is 4, will be equal to the square roots, and squares will cancel each other on the right side of the equation. So, we'll be having 3 by 4 is equal to MN upon QR. The value of QR is already given in the question as 20. So, let us put the value of QR as 20. It's already given. So, 3 by 4 is equal to MN upon 20. Fine. Cross multiply. MN will be equal to 3 into 20 upon 4. 4 ones are, 4 5s are 20. So, you'll be having 5 into 3, that is 15. So, final answer is the value of MN is 15 units. So, we are asked to find MN, and the value of MN is 15 units. Fine. You can copy the solution and note down in your notebook. Fine. Proceeding further towards question number 5, which is again a homework to you on the same lines as we did question number 4. I'm again requesting you all to note down the question. Pause the video. This is question number 5 as a homework to you. Fine. Proceeding towards the next question, that is question number 6. Triangle ABC and triangle DEF are equilateral triangles. If area of triangle ABC is to area of triangle DEF is equal to 1:2 and AB is equal to 4, then find DE. Now let us see the question. We are having two triangles in the question, that is triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Both are equilateral triangles. We are further given the ratios of their areas is equal to 1:2, and we are given the value of one of the sides of one triangle, that is AB is equal to 4. We are supposed to find the value of the corresponding side, that is GE of the other triangle. Since we are studying the theorem of areas of two similar triangles, definitely we are going to prove the two triangles are similar first, and then we are going to apply the theorem, right? So let us start with the given condition, that is triangle ABC and triangle DEF are equilateral triangles. Since they are equilateral triangles, the value of each angle will be equal to 60 degree. So therefore, we are having angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C is equal to angle D is equal to angle E is equal to angle F. All are equal to each. All these angles are equal to 60 degree each. The reason here is angles of equilateral triangle. Now let us prove the two triangles similar by, of course, we are going to apply the simplest, that is double A test for similarity, and then after proving the two triangles similar, we all can apply the theorem of areas of similar triangles. Without proving them similar, we can't apply the theorem. So that is the reason why we are going to first prove them similar. So now in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, we are having angle A is congruent to angle D and angle B is congruent to angle E, reason each 60 degree, since they are all nothing but the angles of equilateral triangles. Therefore, triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF by the AA test of similarity. Hence, by the theorem of areas of similar triangles, since they are similar, we can apply area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle DEF, that is the ratios of their areas will be equal to the ratios of the squares of their corresponding sides. So, we will be having AB square upon DE square. Now, the value of the two ratios of the areas is already given as 1:2 in the question. So, we will be writing it over here. 1 upon 2 is equal to the value of AB is given as 4. So, we will be writing here 4 square, that is AB square, that is 4 square upon DE square, which is already asked. We are supposed to find it. Let us take the square roots on both sides. So, this will be square root of 1 is 1, square root of 2 will remain as square root of 2 is equal to squares and square roots will cancel on the right hand side of the equation. So, this will be 4 upon DE. Cross multiply, DE into 1 is DE and 4 into root 2 is 4 root 2. So, the final answer is find DE. DE is equal to 4 root 2 units. So, here first prove the two triangles are similar. The two equilateral triangles are similar by the AA test of similarity. Then apply the theorem of areas of similar triangles. Copy down the solution. Okay. And moving towards the last problem of the exercise, that is question number 7. Okay. This is question number 7, the last question of practice set 1.4. In fact, the last question of the chapter. In the figure, segment PQ is parallel to segment DE. Now, let us see this diagram over here. In this kind of triangle, we are having segment PQ is parallel to segment DE. FPF is equal to twice DP. So, you can see this PF, it is equal to twice DP. This is one more condition given. Area of triangle PQF is equal to 20 units square. You can see this triangle PQF. Area of this triangle, the small triangle, is equal to 20 square units. Then we have to find the area of the quadrilateral DPQE. That is DPQE. We are asked to find the area of this particular quadrilateral by completing the following activity. Okay, so this is an activity based question where we have to fill the boxes as per the steps required in our solution. Fine. Again, we are given, let us start with the solution. Area of triangle PQF is equal to 20 units square, that is already given here. Then we are already having one more condition, that is PF is equal to twice DP. Let us assume that this DP is equal to X. If DP is equal to X, then your PF, which is already twice DP, it's given in the question, so it will be 2 DP, that is 2 into X. Let me repeat again. Area of the small triangle is 20 units square. PF is equal to twice DP. These are the conditions given in the problem. So after assuming that DP is equal to X, your PF will become 2 DP, that is 2 into X, that is 2X. Fine. Therefore, proceeding further, DF, this complete DF will be equal to DP plus PF as per the betweenness condition, D dash P dash F. So your DF will be equal to DP plus PF. Okay. So in this box, we are going to write PF. We are having the values as DP is X and your PF is 2X. Just now we have written over here. So after the addition of X and 2X, your DF will come out as 3X. X plus 2X. So this is, we are assuming DP as X. So your PF is 2X. So your complete DF will be X plus 2X, that is 3X. Till here we have solved. Now, let us move towards the triangles. In triangle FDE and triangle FPQ, in triangle FDE, the bigger triangle, and triangle FPQ, the smaller triangle, let us prove them similar. Majorly, we are going to apply the AA test, that is the simplest test of similarity. FDE, one triangle, FPQ, the other triangle. Now in the question itself, we are given that the two segments are parallel. That means PQ is parallel to DE. So we can have on this transversal DF, we can have one pair of corresponding angles this way. And on the other transversal EF, we can have the second pair of corresponding angles this way. Fine. So let us complete it via activity in triangle FDE, bigger, and triangle FPQ, the smaller one. Angle FDE will be congruent to angle FDE. This angle, I have marked it over here. It will be congruent to angle FPQ since they are the corresponding angles of the two parallel lines. So FDE and FPQ angles will be congruent. So angle FDE is congruent to angle FPQ, right? Similarly, on the other transversal, we'll be having angle FED. FED, this angle which I have marked this way, it will be congruent to angle FQP. Fine. So we are going to write here angle FQP. Is that clear? And the common reason for the two angles will be corresponding angles since the segments are parallel. Therefore, triangle FDE is similar to triangle FPQ by the AA test of similarity. Immediately, we can apply the theorem of areas of similar triangles. Area of triangle FDE upon area of triangle FPQ will be equal to some box upon box. So let us see what will be which sides we are going to write it over here. FDE, the bigger triangle, FPQ, the smaller triangle. So can I write here FD, or you can say DF square upon PF square. We'll go with this way rather. FDE is your first triangle and FPQ is the other triangle. So we can select the sides as FD square upon FP square. Repeating again, FD square upon FP square. Now FD is already, we have found it as 3x, and your PF or FD, FP will be equal to 2x. So we can write area of triangle FDE upon area of triangle FPQ will be equal to, from here, FD square and FP square. So we will be having here FD square upon FP square, right? So the values are FD is 3x and FP is 2x. So that's 3x the whole square upon 2x the whole square. Kindly do not forget the bracket before putting the squares, otherwise you'll get a wrong answer. So 3x the whole square, that is 3 3s are 9, and then x square over here, 2 2s are 4, that is 4x square over here. X square will get cancelled and your answer is 9 upon 4. Therefore, area of triangle FDE, which is kept here, and we are going to shift this area of triangle FPQ on the other side. So that will be 9 by 4 into area of triangle FPQ, which will be equal to 9 by 4 into area of triangle FPQ, or PQF is already given as 20 units square in the question. So 9 by 4 in this area of triangle FPQ, I am going to write the value as 20. Let us cancel. 4 1s are, 4 5s are 20. So your answer is 9 into 5, that is 45 unit square, right? So area of triangle FDE is 45 unit square. Now we are asked to find the area of the quadrilateral DPQE. It is nothing but the area of the bigger triangle minus area of the smaller triangle. Imagine you are cutting a smaller triangle, that is PQF, from the bigger triangle DEF, and you are going to get this small quadrilateral over here, right? So the area of the quadrilateral DPQE is equal to area of triangle FDE, the bigger one, minus area of triangle FPQ. Now the area of the bigger triangle just now we have worked out, and the answer comes out to 45 unit square, minus the area of the triangle FPQ. It's already given in the question as 20 unit square. So putting the values as 45 minus 20, your answer is 25. 45 minus 20, that is 45 unit square. So the final answer is area of quadrilateral DPQE. Area of quadrilateral DPQE is equal to 25 unit square. Fine. Just keeping the solution over here properly, so you all can copy, pause the video, copy. Fine. It's an activity based question. So students, we are going to stop today. Hoping to see you in my next session. Till the time, take very good care of yourselves. Thank you so much.